Hello, everybody. It's time to do some digital photography. All right, so the first thing we're going to do today is this is the am I talking to myself assignment, which I sometimes refer to as talking to myself. So what we're going to do is, first of all, you're going to take 4 pictures in your house. All right, so here I got my daughter to pose for me. She posed for me at the kitchen table. So here we have picture 1, picture 2, picture 3, and picture 4. And you want to be relatively in the same spot. And even though I tried to hold perfectly still, if you look at all my pictures, you can see they bounce around a little bit. All right, so once you have 4 pictures of somebody looking like they're talking to themselves, you're going to open them all up. I'm using Photopea because I'm trying to move away from Pixlr Editor because they're going to discontinue it soon. So out of these, you're going to pick one of these to be the quote background. So I've decided that this talking one picture is going to be the background. All right. So what I want to do next is I want to open up the my other pictures. You want to open them all up at one time. And then I want to do my lasso tool. And sometimes I like the polygon lasso tool. So I'm going to open that up. And I want to copy. That's not working. Let me do it again. It's not working. So why don't we just switch to the rectangular marquee tool? I know this will work. So what I want to do is I want to get the top of her headphones and the bottom of her feet. So once I have all that done, I'm going to select that and I'm going to hit copy, Control C, or edit, copy. There we go. And then I'm going to go to my background picture and I'm going to hit paste. Click allow. And you'll notice right here that it says layer 1. And then I can use my move tool and line her up where she needs to be. And remember, you can use your opacity tool to figure out where she needs to be. So once you get the chair right, I think that's good. You can put that on 100%. All right, so I have 2 more Samanthas to go. All right, so here we have the 3rd Samantha. So I'm going to use my rectangular marquee tool. I missed some of her foot, so I'm going to redo that. Okay. And you want to make sure you get the shadows. The shadows are very important. So then I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit, after I hit Control Copy, I'm going to hit Control Paste or Control V. Remember our keyboard shortcuts. And then I'm going to select the Move tool, which is up here at the top. And I'm going to figure out where she goes. And I want to kind of align the table together. Now, sometimes they're going to not match perfectly, but you want to get it the best that you can. All right, next, let's go for the last one. Now, this one's a little bit tricky because it's overlapped a lot. All right, let's copy it and paste it. And if this one is too difficult to put in, you might want this to be the background one. That might be better as the background rather than the other one. Because remember, now we have to, I mean, it's doable. We have to just erase around her. So I think she's going to show up over the top of her head. Now, I already put these together in, let's see right here, this one that's done. Here it is right here. And if you need to cheat a little bit, I might have cheated and scooted her over a little bit here. I can't remember if I did that or not. Now, am I done? No. Do I need some work to do? Yes. What's glaringly obvious is this chair here. There's a double chair. And if you look right here near the table leg. So how can we fix that? Well, obviously the steps that I skipped was the eraser tool. So what I did is I went around. Let's go back to my one that I was working on as an example. So right here, you need to make sure, this is a big beginner mistake, is editing in the wrong layers. So remember, right here is your history palette. If you need to go back and do your history, you can do that. But what I highly suggest is once you've put this together, go ahead and save this as a PSD file, and it will automatically download to your downloads folder. See, here it is. There it is. It's downloading. So that way, and this is a .psd extension, which is like a Photoshop document. And it will open in Photopea, but I'm not sure if PSDs will open in Pixlr Editor. And if you're comfortable in Pixlr Editor, by all means use that. Here's one of the reasons I love Photopea. Here's my eraser right here. I need to erase the background so I can see the other figure. Obviously, it's super small. Watch this. I can hit, there's a bracket key, and my eraser automatically jumps up and gets bigger. Now, right now, it's set on a very, it's not set on a very soft one. It's a very hard edge. And if I want to change it, I go over here and I just reduce the hardness. Or I could pick one of these other brushes here. Just change the hardness a little bit, change the size. Now, what I highly recommend is zooming in. It is so easy to make a mistake and accidentally cut off somebody's hand. I'm holding down the spacebar key. See how my magnifying tool turned into a hand? So I'm holding down the spacebar to do that. Going back to my eraser tool. Now, if you notice, see, I just accidentally erased some of her hand because the eraser's too small. I can either change the size manually like this, or like I said before, I can do the brackets. And the brackets key are over here near the enter key on your Chromebook. Now, remember our friend shift. All right, I need to draw some straight lines. So I'm going to hold down my shift key. And then if I want to go ahead and get bigger, once one of the strategies I like to do is outline an object and then go back and get the rest of it. Another strategy you can do is turn off everything else but the layer you're working on. Once you do that, it's really easy to kind of see what you need to fix. Now, I'm using this trackball. I'm using my Chromebook and not a separate mouse, which would be really helpful. There we go. Are we back? Are we back? I accidentally clicked on another tab. I think we're back now. All right, let's go back to my talking to myself done one. I want to show you one more thing, and then we're going to move on. All right, I want that to go away. Go away, tools. You're getting in the way of me using my... All right, so here's a problem area right here. First of all, I need to figure out what layer it's in. So I like to turn my layers on and off till I see what layer it is. All right, so it's in layer 2. Come back, layer 2. All right, so I'm going to take my eraser tool and I am going to erase this. And then guess what's going to happen? If I erase this, what's going to happen to the foot? The foot is going to look like it's completely cut off. So how do I fix that foot? It looks like somebody chopped it off. I do not want Samantha's foot to be chopped off. So I'm going to take the clone tool. Now, here's something about Photopea that is acting kind of strange is you have to hit the K key. It says you're supposed to hit the Alt key, but the Alt key doesn't work for me. I have to hold down the K key. I hold down K and click with my left mouse. And now you can see it's kind of working. So I'm going to take that foot and make a foot. And then I'm going to kind of go down here into the shadows and do some shadows. I think I need to zoom in more because that kind of looks like a hot mess. So if I don't like that, I'm going to undo that. All right, so here's remember I want to hit K. And see, you can tell that it's working because your cursor will look funny. All right, again, I'm going to hit K. Now, if I get into the table leg too much, don't stress out. You can use the eraser tool. Another thing I really like about Photopea is the blend tool. Again, I'm hitting K. Now I'm going to have to copy the same toe. Hopefully from far away, you won't notice that it's the same toe over and over again. I don't know if I like that. All right, now I could keep working on this for a while, but I think you get the general gist of how to do that. Where that line is, you can see where I did a cutout. I would blur that line. What you do is you hit the blur tool, and I might need to make it bigger, and then you slowly, it softens that edge a bit so it's not so hard. You just have to go over the area over and over and over again. And right now I have a strength of 50, so maybe I need to make that a little bit stronger. Again, this is so much easier with a mouse. I'm not using a mouse right now. All right, so let's keep working on this. And I'm going to end the video now, and you guys email me if you have any questions. I'm here to help you. Thank you.